Welcome to, welcome to Sugar Heads Live. My name is Sugar. You can find me on YouTube, Boss Lady Sugar Heads. I'm redoing it. Boss Lady Sugar Heads. And I sell stuff, so I'm on Facebook under Sugar Heads Lux. If I posted something and you don't see it in Sugar Heads Lux Marketplace, let me know. I'll put it in there so you can purchase it, okay? Or you can just tell me where to send it. You cash at me or whatever, and be gone. Just make sure it's me, because the hate is real. I can't even get to download my post. Just my little old show. People are jealous of. My vendors, forget it. Let me tell you, God don't like ugly. All my vendors that they stole, all my vendors that they can't sell nothing. They went and they did all kinds of stuff to my vendors, threatened my vendors not to sell to me. They purchased all the stuff because they figure, okay, well, I know what she wants, so I'm going to buy it for wholesale and I'm going to sell it to her for retail. And she's not going to make any profit, but there are millions of vendors out there. If I see I'm not getting a fair price, I'll just move on. I'm definitely not going to buy from you, Reyes. I'm definitely not going to buy from anyone that hates me, you know, especially when you stole my stuff that I was trying to get. Yeah, or PD or whatever. You're not gonna gank me out of no money. You want me to select stuff for you, pay me. Nothing's for free over here anymore. I'm sorry. You got to pay me. If you want me to sit there and select stuff for you, pay me. I would gladly do it. But you going to the vendors and buying stuff, I already know the prices of wholesale prices. So you tell me a high price, I'm just not gonna buy it. Plain and simple. I'll say yeah. Okay, I'll check whatever. But I'm not buying from you. You're not gonna make no money off of me. You know what they do, ladies and gentlemen, when they steal our ideas and when they steal our stuff? They want to buy it off of, they want us to buy it off of them. Every dollar that we spend, every dollar, including paying bills. Do you know what they do? They have these people working in these companies. Say, for instance, you're paying your credit card bill or your mortgage. Say you're paying your mortgage. They know somebody, and they stalking you now, so they know everything about you. They know where your mortgage is at. So either they know somebody, and they find out they know somebody who works for that bank, or they find a person who works for that bank. If they don't know anybody who works for the bank, they threaten the person within their culture, be it Jamaican, be it Puerto Rican, be it Dominican, be it Indian. When they can't find somebody that they know, that knows somebody who worked for that bank or whatever, then that person can call the other person in the bank and say, yo, do me a favor, blah, 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 blah. That's what they do. They start threatening. So they threaten their own people because they're not in their cipher. So they don't care about you. Yeah, you Puerto Rican or you half Italian or whatever, but they don't care about you. You're not their family. They doing this for their family, so they gonna threaten you. So that's why I say don't even worry about it. When you hear me saying Puerto Ricans is this, I'm talking about that family. When you hear me say Jamaicans is this and that, I'm talking about that bum ass family. You understand? I'm not talking about the whole whatever. You understand? So anyway, what they do in the banks, what they do in these supermarkets like BJ's and stuff like that, when you got to pay your mortgage, they know when your mortgage is going to be paid. So this bitch go into, because it's always mostly some women. So she goes into your account and she waits for the day that your mortgage is due, because most of us is on auto pay. She puts it in to the bank, the accountants, or whatever financial way she puts it in that is paid. Then take the cash out of your account and put it in their account. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. So that's why sometimes I make sure that my bank gets my money. Because you know what's going to happen later on? Later on, the bank is going to be like, I didn't get your money. You understand? But, then they got to rectify it because their machine told me that my stuff was paid. So it's up to them, because when I was complaining to them about the people who work for them, like in M&T Bank over there on Sterling Place, this Jamaican lady took my ID, my driver's license, because I got a check from my insurance company for my backyard. They messed up. So she wanted half my check. He wanted half my check. So she went down to M&T Bank, and what she did, she found somebody who worked there for Jamaica, that's Jamaican. But it's been in play for a long time. So she started to know this lady for a long time. It just didn't happen. She knew that I banked at M&T. So she went to M&T, made friends, found out who's Jamaican or whatever, because they usually stick within their culture. You understand? And this Jamaican teller, because one was Jamaican behind the desk and one was Jamaican in the office, right? So the Jamaican in the office told me that I have to wait. So the Jamaican at the desk, she told me I got to come to her. So when I went to her, she tells me, oh, I don't know how to change a check. I'm like, hold up. You in the mortgage business. You can't tell me I'm the first person who got an insurance check because evidently when you get money from the insurance company due to damages in your home, the bank that holds your loan has to be on the check. So you can't tell me I'm the first person who ever bought in a check from the insurance company. If that's supposed to be happening. Maybe they did that because they wanted to see how I'm spending my money. But anyway, my bank who holds my mortgage was on my check from the insurance company. They just had to sign it. So I went to this bitch and she gonna tell me, oh, I don't know how to do it. No, first she asked me for all my IDs. She asked me for the ID, she asked me for the check and everything. So I gave it to her. She went to the back, took a picture of it, sent it to whoever, or saved it, downloaded or whatever. She came back, oh, I don't know how to do it. How long you been working in the bank? Oh, I'm the one. I've been in this bank longer than anybody else. And you mean I'm the first person that ever bought you a check from an insurance company? I forget her name, and she's very lucky, but she's Jamaican and she's behind she's a teller, so called. So she's there telling me she don't know what to do. Meanwhile, she took copies of my paperwork. So then what they're doing, they stalling time, because I went there 2 hours before closing time. So they stalling. Why? Because they didn't want me to get a regular copy out the machine. Because when they put money into the bank, they got to give you a receipt back. So when finally they call me, oh, the machine is down because it's 3:00. Now, mind you, I went there like 1:30. Mind you, there was nobody in the bank. Nobody. And everybody kept telling me, go here, go here, go here. Then finally, I'm going here. 3 people walked in. 3 Spanish guys walked in. They stood online. There was no one in the bank but me and this other white guy. He was sitting down waiting for some information. Nobody was in the bank except the workers. It was a Haitian man in the front as security, or his uniform all ripped up. Then it was an Indian lady. She was supposed to be manager. She wasn't busy. Then there was that lady in the thing. I think it was 2 more people there. So they told me they're all busy. So fine, I waited. So I asked the manager, can I speak to her? Oh, ma'am, I'm busy. You got to wait for the other thing. I said, well, I'm not trying to talk to you about the check. I'm trying to talk to you about other things like my account, because something was going on with my account. Or I can't talk to you. I'm very busy. So she didn't sit me down. The clock is running. And I said to my son, I said, wait, watch what's going to happen. When the bank, when it's 3:00, or they're going to say the bank is closed and they can't do whatever. Sure enough, I get up there, they're going to say, oh, we don't want to deal with you because you this. I said, how you don't want to deal with me and it's my check? Because that's what the guy at the dealership said. Because they want to thank my son. They want to force my son into saying, oh, that's his mother and whatever they was forcing him to do. I am so embarrassed with my son. I told him the other day, I'm fucking embarrassed. I don't even fucking talk to him. But anyway, so I'm in the bank. He's over there talking to the lady. So he said, Ma, just calm down. I'm like, what the fuck she mean she don't want to talk to me? It's my motherfucking money. It's my check. What the fuck is going on here? You understand? So 3 o'clock comes, she gonna tell me, everybody got their players now. Now the Haitians got the guard, because he's Haitian, torn up set. The Jamaicans got their people, and the Spanish guy got his people, because they just, all 3 men, walked in. And then there's 1 white guy. Okay? So everybody got their players in effect. So they ran down the time, and then they're gonna tell me, we can't give you a receipt for the check that you just put in. We're going to have your son come back tomorrow and pick it up. All kinds of bullshit going on in M&T Bank on Sterling Place. Don't go in there. Take your fucking money out. Transfer it. Call. Have that bitch fired. She's Jamaican. And then the Indian supposedly manager fired. That Haitian supposed to be guard fired. They need to be fired. Them 3. They need to be fucking fired. So anyway, she took copies of my thing and she sold it to whoever. She sold it to this one across the street. Got me ID. So now she started walking around with my driver's license. Okay. So so what they do, they watch your account and they manually put in that you paid the bill, just like they doing in Con Ed. Now Con Ed, I live by myself. You see, I'm always in dog. I don't have nothing running. I haven't used my stove in years. You understand? So what Con Ed is doing, they're manually putting in everybody's bills. And they're sending you a bill. For whatever they feel that it is. Why? Because the Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans trying to wash their money. They're trying to wash their money, so all the Dominicans and all the Puerto Ricans who's working in Kings County Hospital, who's working in Con Ed, who's working in BJ's, who's working in Key Food, blah, 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 blah. Whatever company, in T-Mobile, the Indians, the Dominicans, Indians, Puerto Ricans. Yup. So anyway, they're trying to wash their money, they drug money. You understand? So anyway, I don't know how they do it, but I think they record. Like, say for instance, I'm calling T-Mobile. I think they make a recording of what T-Mobile sound like and what Con Edison sound like, and they act like you're on hold. So when they pick up, all you hear is Spanish voices. They try to sound white because I told them, I'm like, I can't recall the last time I spoke to a white man or a black woman or something other than Spanish or Indian. 2 years straight. That's all I spoke to. But I couldn't get out of it because I'm always in the house. You understand? I'm trying to move around. I'm trying to get new phones. I can't report nothing to PD because PD is in on it. Because that's how it started. I'm arguing with the Spanish guy and the PD start coming because his brother-in-law is Indian. So all the Indians in PD wants to show me who's boss. You're not the boss of me. So now they out there. It got the silver box out there. They got a whole bunch of Fandango computer stuff in that box. Then they putting up the those round things on the roof. What do you call those things? Yeah, I forget. Those. Then my next door neighbor in 6 Matthews, she's using her spot for all of them. She's helping all of them. And she's Trini like me, but she's on their side. She's selling out Trinidad for them. I never did anything to the woman. I know her family. You understand? Her niece is my sister's best friend. I know the family, but she's selling out Trinidad for these people who wants to sell government secrets and all that. Because she got them using her house, setting up all these computer stuff, saying, oh, I'm watching her for corrections. Corrections have her under investigation. I haven't worked for corrections in 10 years. I put in my report years ago when I was they was stalking me. They still doing it, but guess what? The girlfriend of the person that I put the thing on is setting this up, saying she's doing an investigation. Now the union, either they want to act stupid or they stupid. The union leader, you understand? I told them, I'm like, listen, I put in a harassment charge on her girlfriend because ever since the academy, her girlfriend was stalking me. I said this is retaliation. You understand? So they said, oh, we asked Officer Hines, and Officer Hines denied knowing that officer. Oh, really? So did you ever go back and watch the cameras when they was always together, walking the hallways, when they was always together, and Gail's is going into Officer Hines' area? Did you ever think that? Did you ever think to watch the cameras to see if Officer Hines knew Officer Burks, and if Officer Burks knew Officer Gales? Did you ever look in the camera when we all started years ago? Because you keep all the tapes, you keep all the videos just in case an inmate sue for something. Did you ever look to see if Officer Hines, Officer Burks, Officer Gales knew Officer Rochester? And if Officer Burks is a basketball player with Officer Rochester, auntie, Deb Johnson. Did you ever do the investigation, or am I stupid? Or am I the only one who knows how to do an investigation? So she's claiming she's helping corrections settle a case that's ongoing, and because I keep thinking against all the officers, I'm no longer officers, but they investigation. You're not investigating nothing. You're just trying to keep an eye on me. And the very person that I put the report on is doing the investigation. Her girlfriend is doing the investigation. So who the fuck are you fooling? You're not fooling me. But she's not doing it just for corrections. She's doing it for the Spanish guy down the block. And she's definitely doing it for the Jamaican girl lady over there, because they're best friends. They're best friends. So I'm saying, if that's your best friend, why don't you give her some electricity so she can get the fuck off of mine? Why don't you? Why don't you let her hook up to your electricity, Lola? I'm just saying, that's your best friend. You're doing everything for her to bring me down. So why don't you give her electricity? I did you nothing. I never did nothing to you. I know your sister. I know your nieces and them. For years, we all grew up together, but you want to help Alvarine. You want to help these guys, these people around here stalk me, put up cameras and listen to me and whatever. Go ahead, do you. You're going to be in a fucking lawsuit too, because I asked you time and time again to stop doing that. And stop acting like you're trying to help. You're not trying to help. You're trying to stalk me. What are you trying to stalk me for? I don't have nothing against you. I don't have nothing against your family. They have the problem. They have the problem. I don't have no problem with you. But you still got all these people doing all kinds of bullshit in your house. But yet still they want to hook up to my fucking electricity. No, you helping them stalk me with all that electronic stuff in your house, stalking me, listening to everything I say, watching me. Y'all installing cameras all over my house. So let them hook up to your fucking electricity, Lola. All of them. The Haitians, Alvarine, all of them. Six Matthews. Go to 6 Matthews and hook your shit up. Stop hooking your shit up here. Stop hooking your shit up here. And back to Con Ed. Yes. All these Dominicans trying to clean their money. All these fucking Puerto Ricans trying to clean their money. And they using all these people who work in these companies. And these companies is risking their family's livelihood for these people that don't fucking know. Just because, they Dominican and they Puerto Rican. Yeah. And when your ass get fired and can't feed your fucking family, let me see what the fuck you gonna do. Don't blame me. Because I'm defending myself, because you want to add on bills onto my bills. You want to steal my money out of my fucking account. You want to tell them when a check comes in, people sent me money in Zelle and I haven't received none of it because your bitch ass want to lose your job. So don't think just because I ain't get it, I forget it. No, people sent their money. People is waiting to find out who they are. People sent me money. And they want to find out who's stealing. You think they're going to come to them? They're going to come to them, but they're coming to you first. So you better watch your fucking back. All you people who's working in these banks and all these people who's working in Con Ed. Yeah, you keep fucking playing with people's money. Yeah, you keep fucking playing with people. When I find out, I'm giving all your fucking names. All your names. All you fucking Dominicans and Puerto Ricans and Indians who want to act all fucking stupid and a Jamaican asshole down by the bank and the fucking Jamaican and BJ's over in Gateway. Yeah, you act fucking stupid. Put your job on fucking line, all right? And all you T-Mobile people and all you phone people, all you Indians who want to do all kinds of stuff with people's accounts. Yeah, do it. Because when people find out where their money went to that they sent me or they sent other people, because they're not just doing it to me. They watching all of y'all. They watching people in Miami. They watching people, they watching people in Texas. You think I'm the only one? I'm the only one that says anything. All of y'all want to run scared. I don't understand. Like I told my family, I told somebody about my family. My family claims I'm the square in the family, and I don't know about street life because I was always in my books and stuff like that. It seems to me that I know more street than my whole fucking family because all of them running scared. Every fucking last one of them. I haven't seen none of my family in years, much less heard from them. The last person I heard from was my cousin that I called last year, and he disappeared on me. Everybody claimed to be fucking gully. Everybody claimed to have all these so-called fucking friends, and all of them disappeared. Well, they threatening my kids. Yeah, but you know where the fuck they live at. I cannot be scared of somebody and I know where the fuck you live at. I know who sent out my shit. Okay, you can't find the person who did it, but you know who sent them. Why am I scared? I don't give a fucking if they got a badge or not. You a thug as far as I'm concerned. You going after my kid. Your kid is on display for me. I don't give a fuck. You want to be a thug with your fucking badge. I don't play that. I don't fucking play that. You either a good cop or you a fucking thug. If you're a thug with a badge, it's on and popping. Pray for your life when you walk out there because let me tell you something. Being a cop is a very dangerous job. It's a very dangerous job. Anything could happen at any fucking moment. That's why I never dated a cop. Because when my man walk out that door, I can't sleep. I can't function. So you playing with your life. Plain and simple. Because anything could happen to any of y'all. And I pray for the worst. I pray for the worst to happen to all of y'all who wants to use your badge to be thugs and be thieves. You understand? I pray for the worst. Because y'all fucking with my son. So therefore, your kids are on display. I'm going to find out who you are and I'm going to paste your names and pictures all over the place. I don't give a fuck. I do not care. You're not going to threaten my child. You're not going to put tickets on my child for somebody else because somebody else's child got a ticket because you don't like me. I'm not asking you to do me no favor. I'm just saying do your job. That's all I'm saying. I'm not asking none of you to treat me special. All I'm saying is do your job. You don't want to fucking do your job. You want to hold your job like it's your king. So therefore, your safety is nothing to me. I don't care. When I find out who you are, I'm blasting your name all over the place because I know I'm not the only one you're doing it to. And I know I'm not the only enemy you got. I'm going to let all your fucking enemies know where the fuck you are, where you work at, where your kids look like. Yup. Because you want to hide behind your kid's age. So just because my kid is in his 30s, you want to hide behind your fucking kid's age. Like, oh, she's stalking little kids. But them same fucking little kids is doing shit. Yeah. So your kid's age do not fucking matter to me. Because you're a bum-ass cop. Or correction officer. Or traffic cop. Or whatever. Yeah. You got other people. You putting other people's tickets on my child. You going up to my child and you threatening my child. You stalking my child. You stopping my child for nothing. My child works fucking early in the morning till in the evening. They wanted to have they wanted to drive my son's car the other day, threatening my child. Because people's looking for their car. over my fucking dead body. I ran out. Whoever's in my car that's not my son, shoot to kill. Shoot to fucking kill. I don't know what y'all doing with the car when y'all y'all can go commit bank robberies because that's what y'all do, Reyes. You're not gonna sit up in my fucking car and blame my son that, oh, he was in a bank. No, you're not gonna do that. You're the one who robbed banks and check cashing places and bodegas. Yeah, he robs his own people. He's half Spanish and he robs fucking bodegas. So if any of you bodegas in New York City been robbed lately, check Reyes at 2 Matthews Place. Check them at 9 Matthews Place. Check them at 14 Matthews Place and 7 Matthews Place. Be the lookout. He be parked up, him and Alvarine over there. They be parked up like 2 blocks away from the place they're going to rob. And they the getaway cars. Oh, yeah, many times Reyes and crew rob places. Crew meaning the cops too, yes. They hired, yeah. And they use Hutchinson and they use Alvarine as the getaway. All right? 2 blocks away. But thank God it got cameras all over the place, so NYPD should be finding them. And all you bodega owners who got robbed of late in New York City and Staten Island, anywhere in the 5 boroughs, maybe Pennsylvania, New Jersey, because they want to they want to make it look random, but close enough to get home on time, because some of them got regular jobs as cops, sanitation workers. You understand? They got regular fucking jobs. So they got to be close to home because they got to work the next day to make it look they've been in the house all day. Yes. So if any of you bodegas, check cashing places, have been robbed in New York City, 5 vicinities, New Jersey, Staten Island, check 2 Matthews Place. All right? Yes. So that's how they got people doing it. When they know your bill is coming, yeah, they waiting for the $2,300 light bill. They want to tell me I'm using $800 a month in light bill. I'm always in the fucking dark. $800. Why? Because this bitch is sitting there and figuring out, and somebody come read this, and they're figuring out, oh, they sitting there. They sitting there doing whatever they do, because ever since them fucking Dominicans started going in people's companies, they started going to Kings County, they started going to fucking Con Ed and stuff, shit been up in an uproar. In fucking Brookdale Hospital. Oh, yeah, they washing their money in Brookdale Hospital, too. Yes, they are. Ever since they've been in these companies, it's been all fucking hell. I don't know who connected them trying to wash their money, but hopefully all their money is going to be unwashed. So I hope they wash as much as possible because they getting ready to be kicked out. It's too fucking greedy. They too fucking greedy, and they just showing their asses. I'm telling you. They be like, oh, it's a lot of us Spanish people. They're not just saying Dominicans. They saying Puerto Rican, Mexicans. They putting the whole Spanish lot into one pot. But when it comes down to it, it's just them and their family. They're going to use all of y'all to get what they want, but it's just them and their fucking family. Yup, all of them. And every time I ask one of them, oh, they threatened my kid. Like, I asked Rich Dollars. Yeah, because I approach my fucking enemies. I am not afraid of none of them. I approach Rich Dollars. I approach fucking DJ Envy. I spoke to DJ Enough because he up there in the fucking Bronx. He wants to threaten my son's girlfriend. He wants to hook up fucking cameras. We gonna do all that for y'all. As soon as y'all out of a job, we gonna do that for y'all. Me, personally, I don't want to know what nobody's doing. That's none of my business what people's doing in their fucking house. But the FBI sure would like to know what the fuck y'all doing. For real. DJ Enough, DJ Envy, DJ Carmelo. Oh, yeah. All the Dominicans. All the fucking Dominicans. All the PR. Because Carmelo is Spanish. Perez. He's related to Jennifer. As Mr. Reyes over there. And Reyes is not really his name. That's a name he stole. His mother's name is Pizarro. Pizarro is an Italian name. So she's probably half Dominican, half something. Pizarro is not a Puerto Rican name. Pizarro's, she probably Dominican, more likely. They don't look Dominican, but they look more Puerto Rican, but they mix with something over there, and they hang tough with it with half Italian boys. So at least I know they half Italian, but are they Dominican or Puerto Rican? I seen a big Puerto Rican flag on his thing yesterday, so he's mixed with something. You understand? Yes. So he want to tell my son, oh, don't do this for me, don't do that for me, whatever. Okay, the same thing. Don't use my son's name. I want all you people in child welfare to look up Darrell Gibbons, because I have a slight feeling that he's using my son's name to act as if my son is adopting his children, because the city's trying to take his kids away from him and his baby mothers. Yeah, they lousy parents. Him and his sister and his brother-in-law, they all lousy parents. So the city's trying to think, but what Tricky Reyes is doing, which is a good trick, by the way. First, he was using all his family as co-signers, meaning, okay, they're going to take over the kids. But all his family got bad raps. So then, one day I'm sitting down, and somebody tells me, Reyes used your name as foster parent to your kids. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why is he using my name? He can't stand me because everybody else got bad raps. So then he figured, okay, I'm going to use her name and show that whatever. Then that fell through. Then somebody told me he's trying to use your son's name because he uses Kendrick's name for his license, because none of them have license. He uses Kendrick's name for his license, him and Gene and Hutchinson, because Hutchinson's son got deported. So they kidnap people and they kidnap people and they sponsor people. Sponsor meaning somebody's supposed to come over here to go to school. Oh yeah, as soon as the people land, they take away all the people's ID and they use it. Anyway, Hutchinson's son was in the army or one of those military up in Germany. But I guess he started using drugs and he started flipping. So the army discharged him. I'm saying army, but it could be a different factor. He got outed. So he tried to get another job as an FBI agent. They said no. He started getting in trouble, doing whatever he do. He went to jail. They deported him. Meanwhile, the second son, which is the troublemaker, he also tried to get a city job because, NYPD and corrections is selling jobs. Keep an eye on Officer Gibbons and we'll give you a city job. Because they got people who's willing to be ride or die up in these offices, lie on paperwork. Yeah, because they lied and said, oh, I wanted to retire. No, they try to get me fired. Oh, yeah, that's what I heard. I heard like a year or so ago. They said, because they told me they're going to retire me. I'm like, for what? But I knew, for what reason, because they kept sending me to the doctor, blah, 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 because I had a good record.